Hey guys, it's Giovanni. In this video, I want to show you exactly how I optimize all my dating apps. By the end of this video, you'll know which apps to use, how to most efficiently set up your profile, and how to swipe efficiently to get matches that like you back. Before I get started, you have to understand the supply and demand of the online app marketplace. I talked about this in another video. Basically, you don't even have to imagine. In another video, you can literally sign up as a female profile and just see what's going on the other side. But basically, I want you to imagine a scene where there's two waterfalls. There's a girl waterfall and then there's a guy waterfall. The girl waterfall, okay, you can be an average looking girl in terms of sexual marketplace value, maybe like a 5 to a 7. And there's like tons of water, just a ever-flowing waterfall, just tons of water. And as a guy here, it's like you're turning on little tap water, okay? It's like a little bit of tap water compared to a huge waterfall here. So what's happening is, we know from the data that even an average girl gets about 10x the number of messages that an average guy does. And a girl who's like above an 8 in terms of SMV value, she is getting exponentially, right? 2-3 times X, sometimes like 10x what the average girl is getting, okay? Because of the distribution of the demand. So when you're online dating as a guy, how do you win this game? We know there's a lot more men on dating apps. We know that women get more messages. We know the supply and demand is not balanced. We know that the top 20% of guys get most of the matches and likes. This is all proven statistical data. If you break it all down, it comes down to this. If I want online dating to work for me, and by the way, yes, I'm above average looking now these days, but I'm also a minority. So for me, how do I most efficiently hit up the most number of girls that are likely to match with me, raise my ELO score, and get the results that I want? As a guy, your strategy should be, I want to, as fast as possible, match with every girl that I potentially find attractive that might like me back. Your job is not going through every single profile and assessing whether or not you can date her. That's the girl's job. The girl's job online dating is a filtering problem. The guy's job is a efficiency problem, because you want to reverse the game. Back when I first started, before ELO scores really kicked in, and by the way, for those of you that don't know, ELO score is a score that dating apps give profiles. It looks at the number of matches that match with you, the quality of matches that like you back, how fast you respond, how often you're on the app. And the higher your ELO score, the higher your quality of the matches that are shown to you, okay? So before the ELO score really kicked in, when I ran this experiment, when I was really single and wanted to meet girls, I actually outsourced to my secretary in the Philippines. I paid her $400 a month. All she did was swipe for me. I had a specific profile of the type of girls I liked, and she would swipe left, right, left, right. Everything was automated. When the girl likes me back, all I have to do is log into the app, look at all the girls that like me back, and then pick the ones I wanted to have a conversation with. And from there on, it was all me. The reason that worked and the reason that was so efficient was because instead of hoping or going through profiles, thinking that that's the girl you're gonna date, you're basically casting a really wide net, okay? Women get so many messages and so many notifications that she needs time to go through, like, which guy should I pick? And so I cast a wide net, and then from there, we narrow down the girls that like you back. And then from there, you can really play the game, which is, okay, now I know I have interest. How do I filter out from these girls that are interested in me? Make sense? Again, the online dating game for guys is an efficiency and a numbers game. The online dating game for women, it's a filtering game, okay? There's two different games here that are being played. And it's not like I'm playing this game to manipulate the opposite sex. It's just, these are where the numbers are. This is the data, okay? If you want to win this game, if you want to have the most opportunity for yourself and pick the right person for you, and therefore you for them, you have to understand the flow of the game, the supply and the demand, and that's how it works. I will make a separate video about how to write a good profile, but in this video, I'll show you what my profile is, how I wrote it, and then I'm going to go through some of the matches and explain to you how I efficiently match, like and dislike, and the most efficient way to do this, so it saves you the most time. Let's take a look on my computer. For Bumble and Tinder, so far, those two have web UIs, which is really efficient for me, because if I'm on Bumble, let's just take Bumble for example, I'll show you my profile. These are my pictures. I always turn on smart pictures, so apparently the one with the dog gets the best matches. The About Me section is very concise but high value. I always use this prompt because it's always gets people commenting. And then the rest of them, this one, people comment on it a lot too because it's kind of unique, right? Specific to me, meditation, presence, and I'm not so attached to things these days. So then I go over to the queue. And it's really cool because unlike on the phone where you have to swipe, it's kind of annoying. It's like I'm getting like carpal tunnel just repeating this over and over again. Online, I can simply press left for no, left for no, and then right for yes. I'm just gonna do right just to show you guys. And then up for super like. And then as you go down, you can just literally very quickly scan like, what does this girl really look like? Am I down? She seems cute. No. So you can really quickly like go through hundreds of swipes within 20, 30 minutes, right? And we found that on average, evening times on weekdays, between 7 to 9 local time is when you get the most responses because she's most likely to be on her phone and therefore the notification shows up on her phone. Very simply, I'm just going through this like super quick. After a while, I can tell, right? For me, it's in the first picture, do I like her face? And the number 2, like what is her body distribution? If I don't like her face, then I go left. If I like her face and I can't tell what her body looks like, I want to get a sense of like what she looks like as a person. So I'll scroll down. And if I like it, I'll go right. So everything goes very quickly for me. Let's take a look at Tinder. Super like is enter. Very cool. Next photo is space. So again, very quickly I can tell whether or not I like the girl. What does she look like? So the reason I like using desktop is just it's so efficient. I can use both hands, pun not intended. I'm on the keyboard and it's very fast. I don't have to keep swiping. I don't have to look at a small screen. Everything I do is very efficient. For those of you that have extra cash, I highly recommend just doing 1 month. Okay, do a 1 month gold or subscription, and then within that month, just finish all the swipes for your city. Because from that, if your profile is down, you should have enough dates for that month and just get momentum and possibly find a girlfriend. So we're going through matches. Right away, I can tell like their face and the body, I don't really like. This one I might like. I want to find out more about what she actually looks like. It's probably like a maybe for me. So usually when a girl's in a maybe, I will swipe right anyways because the likelihood of that she's going to match with me is higher than a girl who gets a lot of competition. And so that raises your ELO score. If she says something, even if I'm not super into her, I will reply and say thank you. And that raises your ELO score because it shows, from my understanding, it shows the app that you're willing to engage, you're willing to talk to them. Okay. This is my process for efficient swiping and efficient use of the apps. The other app I use is Hinge, which is just on the phone. Hinge has an interesting algorithm. In the beginning when I first started, I had like hundreds of really bad matches. So one hack for Hinge is you can set your radius to about 1 kilometer, 1 mile, swipe everybody within 1 mile, and then let the app reset. Then you set it to like 5 miles, then 10 miles, okay? And then resets, and then my matches got better after that. Coffee Meets Bagel I use. I think it's pretty good in certain cities. It gives you about 10 to 20 matches a day. You just have to be a lot more selective because there's a limited number of girls. And then within that 10, 20, sometimes I like 5, sometimes I like more. And if you just go in every day, it's very simple, right? It takes like 5 minutes to go through the 20 matches. The league is a good one. A lot of the girls on the league have pretty good careers. They're well educated. You get 3 matches a day on the league. And on the league, you can actually jump on live dates. I think every Wednesday and every Sunday, 9 p.m., you can go to League Live and you can practice like virtual dates, okay? Those are the apps that I use. If you have any other suggestions, leave them in the comments. I've checked out other apps, but those are the ones I find to be most efficient for me, given the city that I'm in. If you want more help on just how to optimize this whole online dating process, you may want to check out Seduce with Style. It's a product where I show you how I went from a 23-year-old virgin to dating models at Fashion Week, the style triggers that I learned that you can apply in real life, and how to take those photos so that you actually get results in online dating, right? Without the good photos, nothing else happens for you with online dating. For Asian guys, there's a specific funnel and a specific way to do online dating as an Asian guy, and you can check that out at datingwithoutborders.net. If you're getting matches, but for some reason your message game is weak, like she's not replying to your messages, or you don't know what to say to properly attract and connect with her, then my entry-level course, the First Date Formula, which is really, really affordable, is available as well. In it, I teach you the verbal communication jiu-jitsu to have flirting conversations, to actually get real results in dating when you talk to girls. You're basically going to learn how to talk to girls. What's interesting about the First Date Formula is that number one, it's very, very inexpensive. It's an entry-level product everyone can get. And then number two is there's a lot of examples of audio files, messages where I show you like how to get that first interaction going to get to the first date, okay? If you're shot for cash and you're looking for a way to just superstart your dating life, First Date Formula is a great first product. If you're more ambitious like me, you really want to get this handled, you want like in-depth, step-by-step, exactly how to transform your life, check out Seduce with Style. That is like my my magnum opus, one of the best courses I've ever created. And if you're an Asian guy specifically, you need that funnel to work. You have to figure out how to date and how to succeed as an Asian guy online and offline. Check out datingwithoutborders.net. If you found this video useful, leave a comment below because next time I would like to talk to you about how I set up my profiles and how the online dating funnel works. See you in the next one.